My name is James Edward Garcia, and welcome to another episode of My Haunted Diary. This film is the first in a three-part series dealing with the Huntington, Long Island, New York area. In this series, I investigate the haunted myths and legends tied to Sweet Hollow Road, Jane's Hill, and Mount Misery. This episode focuses on Sweet Hollow Road. The area was known to the Native Americans as Sun Squams. In the 17th century, it was known as Samuel Ketchum's Valley, the name of a local resident. Eventually, it took on the name Sweet Hollow, which may have derived from the fact that the area had an abundance of honeybees. I explore this lengthy road and visit locations of interest and paranormal leanings. But most of the investigation takes place outdoors in the vast surrounding wooded lands of West Hills. Be prepared for spooky paranormal explorations I did alone in the dark, which includes an old cemetery where Mary's grave resides. There are many stories tied to a Mary haunting the cemetery and the endless Sweet Hollow Road. You will also see me explore an overpass that has many tragic stories tied to it and is considered a hotspot for a cast of ghosts that like to get the attention of those that drive by. So put this on pause, grab a snack and drink, and when ready, enjoy this show of the macabre. So here is the Sweet Hollow Old Presbyterian Church. And I know it was moved here originally like 1820 something, I believe. 1829 or something like that. It was originally built and didn't reside exactly where it is right now. I don't know if this is all the original structure. Like they've been chopping some wood out here, or should I say tree. I mean, as old as this place is, you can't help but wonder if there's any haunted activity taking place here. There's some more inside here. Any spirit residing in this place, this beautiful Presbyterian church of Sweet Hollow area. You could show yourself, speak with me. Like you can enter through this door. They have no doorknob here of any sort. It's only for exiting. It's actually a walkway down. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I'll try. These windows are kind of dirty. You see that down there? I thought I just saw something moving there. So if I did, it'll be captured on the camera lens. So any spirit like to hang out here with me? Maybe you're inside, you want to come on out? Beautiful day, beautiful summer day. bear like to hang out here with me? Structure right here. I'm not sure if this is another building at one time right here. Oh, anything from barbecuing to... hard to say. I'll show you a little closer. Yeah, you can see right here some of the brick structure here. So this is like off Old Country Road, and intersecting with it is also Sweet Hollow Road, Mount Misery Road, and Mount Misery Road's where I'm going next. Supposedly that hospital had burned down, was rebuilt. Could have been an asylum at one time. Don't even know if it's really true, but that is the claims, and I was there once before a few years ago in the dark. It's been a long time. So I'm going to go in the daylight. Mary Graves. Love the Children. 1925 to 1997. Interesting that the name is Mary and the last name is Graves. It's my car by itself out there. There is no one else here but me. Pastor's office. There. I heard something over here on the outside. Thought I'd been rustling from the trees for a second against the building. But then I heard something inside. There's nobody in there. Weird. The Sweet Hollow Presbyterian Church was first established in 1829. It lasted just over 100 years when it closed in 1930 during the Depression era. In 1944, the church was reopened for a funeral of a longtime member and elder of the old church. This event renewed interest in reopening the church, and Sunday services started again. I found there is haunted activity tied to this church, which took place during the year 1979 and 1980. The story is that on Saturday night at midnight, the lights would go on and church music would play from the organ. The music and the lights would go out after a few minutes. People came from all over to see it. Measures were taken to put a stop to this. They made sure only one person had a key to the church. They chained it off, blocked the entrances, even got the police involved to test it out. And it still happened. This continued for 2 years, then one night it ceased and has not happened again. Unfortunately for me, staking out the place on a Saturday night would be fruitless since this no longer occurs. Okay, well, I guess that's it for now. Moving on to my next destination. You got James Hill, you got the Walt Whitman trails, if you will, all types of trails, horse trails, Sweet Hollow Road, Mount Misery Road, and all these other intersecting road trails out here in Long Island in this area of Huntington and Melville. Ultimately, the whole area here, I think it's called the West Hills Park. It's vast. There you have it. My Sweet Hollow Presbyterian Church. continue on here on Sweet Hollow Road. I'm going to the old high school. It's a nice big home over there. Here it is. Okay, so we're going to go in. See an opening through the fence here. I'm going to try to sneak my way through here. It's already bent. And so, take advantage of that. Come in. Check it out. Now it's also connected to the land of this big home. And it looks like somebody must live here because it's still in use. There's a kid's bicycle, tricycle, old barn. So, is this the original school? It looks too small. I don't think it is. But this place is old either way. Nice canoe. Well, I could get into that cellar, but I'm not going to be crazy enough to do that. I think somebody's living here. Come around this side here. Oh, AC's on. Somebody's definitely here. All right. Better get out of here. I don't want to get in trouble for trespassing, so. Big place. This structure on Sweet Hollow Road is the old West Hills Schoolhouse, built in the 18th century. Now, in that time period, this area of town would have had a small population, so the size of this school would have been sufficient. From the history archives of the famous poet Walt Whitman, who was born in Huntington, there is a documented story that states the following. According to the granddaughter of Lemuel Carl, this schoolhouse was partially burned in the 1880s, and she ended up walking to the Melville school after the damage. The schoolhouse was repaired, and it was active as a school until 1912. I read online there is a legend about this school which could have been spawned off from that story and ties into the ghost of Mary. There are two versions with two subset variables. One has Mary's father as a school teacher at this schoolhouse. The home Mary lived in with her dad was close to this school. One day, her father decided to lock all the children inside the schoolhouse and burn them alive. Apparently, he was extremely fed up with the behavior of the children. Upon hearing this, Mary locks herself in her room and hangs herself from shame. Now there's also a twist to this tale where Mary set the school on fire due to being picked on. The second version of this legend has the father killing the children with an axe as they tried to leave the school. The twist to this tale has Mary handling the axe duties. Melville Cemetery, established 1812. Come with me. A lot of claims of strange activity, deaths, hauntings, of ghostly figures, and like the woman in white. I want to see if I can find out if any of these claims are true. If I can capture something, I don't know. Wow, it's windy. So I'm in the older part of this cemetery. And this grave right here. You can't read it for nothing. Ooh, there's a bunch of little spiders on here. But it's kind of neat because it has these indentations here.
Maybe this is the old style of bullet items with some sayings on here. It's hard to say, but anyway, I'm here because I'm looking for Mary's grave. So is this the Mary who also wanders on Sweet Hollow Road? It could be. That's what they say. M-A-R-Y. You can barely see it. This is the one. So, lady in white walks these grounds, and supposedly she might have been killed by a car accident too. I don't know if that's a different Mary even, that's under the overpass. Hey Mary, if you're around here and you can hear me and see me, you would show yourself to me wandering the cemetery, because they say you do. I communicate with spirit. I don't even know if you realize you're a spirit. As you can see, there's other graves. Some of them you can actually read the headstones, some you can't. As you go down this road here to the very end, it takes you out to Sweet Hollow Road. And that basically is where claims of a woman in white walking is seen. There is more activity as well, but I'll get to some of those spots in time. There is more activity as well. As you can see, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. This lady in white. Sorry, there is a generic name for you, but they say you're wearing white. Possibly your name is Mary. I saw a grave in there that says Mary on it. It's kind of faded out, deteriorated, but they think that's your grave. See your grave out that way. Don't think I'm gonna make it out there. Oh well. Looks like a fresh grave. Somebody just been buried here, it looks like. Check it out. Can you see below? Rough times to bury the dead in the winter. Death surrounds me right now. Let's go find Mary. Hi, Mary. How you doing, sweetheart? Alright, it's very windy out here. Mary's grave, spirit box session about to commence. Okay, Mary, try to speak through this white noise, the sound of static white noise. If you can say your name to me, or say my name, which is James, try to communicate with me. Okay, Mary, try to speak through this white noise, the sound of static white noise. If you can say your name to me, or say my name, which is James, try to communicate with me. Mary, I'm going to put this on your grave. My RTEVP. I know you don't know what that is, but it's this thing that you could talk through. I'm even going to put my Olympus on top of her grave, too. Mary. Very quite contrary. I heard that female voice just now. It was like, yeah, or something like that. You said something. Mary, why are you buried in a grave by yourself here? Where's the rest of your family? What happened to you in life? Did you have a tragic ending to your life? What happened to you in life? Just let you know, on your gravestone, it's almost gone. You can barely see where it says your name, Mary, M-A-R-Y. The rest of it's pretty faded out and deteriorated on the stone over time. I heard that, Mary! And the female saying, Mary. Is that you, Mary? I heard that. Very subtle, but it came through in the white noise. I heard that. Mary! And the female saying, Mary. Is that you, Mary? I heard that. Now we got it. Can you try to do that again? Yes, Mary! At a higher pitch, so 2 different times the name Mary was said by a female. So thank you. Yes, Mary! I know my camera mic will not hear the spirit box from where it is. It's too far away and too much wind. But I got my Olympus, luckily going right next to it, both on this gravestone of Mary's. Has a lot of legend and stories behind this Mary, associated with this area of Sweet Hollow Road, right off here, in the Melville Cemetery grounds. Wow, it's just so windy out here. I'm not going to probably stay much longer because I'm just frozen. My hands are frozen. No protection on them. Super windy. Oh yeah? What was that? Sorry. I heard you. I was talking at the same time. Alright, well thank you, Mary. Thus ends the spirit box session by Mary's grave, and it is just windy, too cold for me to continue. Hopefully it was picked up through this wind. We'll see. Bye, Mary. Gotta go. See you later. read the inscription a little better in this late summer weather. In memory, I'm assuming this is of Mary, daughter of, it looks like John. Now, I do see the name Ruth, and it looks like it must be Bayless, who died like at 19. And this almost looks like 1880. More than likely, it could be at 1881, but it looks like 1880. In the 17th year of her age.
The gravestone of the unknown Mary has worn down over the century and a half of its existence. After studying the faded writing on the stone, I am able to make out, in memory of Mary, daughter of John and Ruth Bayless, who died February 19th, 1880, in the 17th year of her age. Now, in my research, I found documentation about a Mary buried at the cemetery which states Mary Frances is the daughter of Abel Ketchum Bayless and Ruth W. Hewlett Bayless. She never married. In 1910, she was employed as a nurse in a doctor's office, but by 1917, she was in a home for the infirm. She died after a lingering illness, according to the Brooklyn Eagle. The similarities to the gravestone of the unknown Mary and Mary Frances are, she was a daughter, and her mother's name was Ruth Bayless. However, the father's name differs, as does the time period and age. The fact that the unknown Mary gravestone is by itself follows that of an unwed woman like Mary Frances, but this Mary died quite young. There are many Bayless family gravestones in the Melville cemetery, but this young Mary's gravestone appears distanced from the rest for some reason.
The rest of the family is, here's Ruth, which would be the mother, Ruth Bayless. This is the rest of the family. Now there's Abel Bayless right here. This is the Baylesses right here in this row. But no Mary. Mary? Take a look. She's all the way by herself over there. Very strange. Mary is away from the Baylesses. She's got some here, but Mary's all alone. Oh no, it looks like it's a Bayless. Yeah, this is a Bayless actually. And you can't even read the freaking name. This one's just buried under here. I don't want to dig it up. They're in not good shape. So, no, these are not Bayless. Henry Bayless right here. They're all scattered about. Even with that, I guess you could follow the line of these and say, leading to Mary. So Mary may not be completely alone as I thought.
I find it interesting that Mary Frances was a nurse and was put in an infirmary. Could this tie into the Mary who they say worked as a nurse in a hospital off Mount Misery Road and died in the burning hospital? Also, there is the claim that she was a patient and had something to do with setting the hospital on fire. I am in the middle of the street right now of Sweet Hollow Road. So come with me. Lady in white. And here's the historic sign. This historical marker states, this site was given by Samuel Nostrand in in 1779 for the purpose of building a schoolhouse. Searching the inner woods from where this marker was placed reveals no structural ruins of any kind. Only thing I did find was a couch and a hanging bird cage, which I filmed. I ponder whether the schoolhouse was ever built, or perhaps after it was abandoned or destroyed, any remaining structure withered away, and in time, its foundations would likely be buried in 2.5 centuries of earth.
We're right off Sweet Hollow Road here, and going into the forest preserve area to see a sofa. Weird. I guess someone wanted to get rid of their sofa, so they made sure to bring it a little bit into the preserve area, so it's not really obvious, and yet here it is. Mary, would you like to sit on the sofa, please? Any spirit that resides here, take a seat, get comfy, show yourself. You know what? I see a bird cage up ahead. Just as you go to get out here onto the Sweet Hollow Road, somebody stuck a bird cage here. This is pretty weird. Look at this. I don't see a bird in it. It's filled with water on the bottom. That's kind of interesting, right? Straight ahead. On our way. Keep walking here on Sweet Hollow Road, waiting to be greeted by a spirit. I wonder what could be out in the woods here off Sweet Hollow Road. Other than bugs, possible some animals, maybe a homeless person once in a while, some deviant, possibly spirit. It's weird, that guy on the bike, he saw me, I pulled over into here and kind of waited there until I came back out of the woody areas here, and then as soon as I came out and he saw me, he took off. Could this lady in white show herself walking this road, this Sweet Hollow Road, as they say she does? Whether it be that Mary in the Melville cemetery, the woman got killed in an accident, car accident, under the Overpass bridge, whatever the case may be.
A young woman named Mary was pushed out of a moving car by her boyfriend, raged with jealousy from rumors that she had been cheating on him. A passing car ran her over where she was struck dead. They say her grave is in the Melville cemetery, and if you point a flashlight on her grave, she will appear. They also state that if you say her name 3 times by her grave, she will make her presence known. It is also said that she is viewed in the woods across from the graveyard. Either way, if you see her, you will be struck dead before morning. Some stories do not hold the curse of death for those that view her. This female ghost is also called the Lady in White and is viewed as a patient who set the fire at the hospital off Mount Misery Road, which she also died in. Another legend claims she was walking home and was tortured and killed on the roadside, and now she wanders these dark and lonely roads to protect other women from the same fate.
Sweet Hollow Road.
There are many ghosts haunting the overpass of Northern State Parkway on Sweet Hollow Road. They say a woman was killed in a head-on collision in the 1970s and now protects other drivers from the same fate. If you park under the overpass and put your car in neutral, she will push the car back uphill to safety. The only thing I found was the car will actually roll downhill due to the decline and curving of the road. Here you can see a car I had filmed stopped in neutral with curious seekers testing the theory based on this legend. There's the bridge, the overpass, that everybody talks about having all these incidents of tragedy and haunted activity. Straight ahead. People playing around trying to get psyched and all that. Gotta be careful, especially in the dark. There is the legend of the bus driver losing control of a school bus full of children while driving on Northern State Parkway across this overpass and crashing down on Sweet Hollow Road, killing everyone. At night, a group of faceless children walking the dark road have been seen. Reports of a bus full of children right by the graveyard at night have also been seen. Then there is the same story of the car in neutral under the overpass being moved uphill away from harm by the ghostly children. Not as spooky in the daytime.
Okay, you should be able to see the overpass now in the distance as I'm walking towards it. Oh my God. I also see a lady walking by herself, but she's not in white. She's actually in a black, small outfit. Where'd she go? Can you see her? I see her. A car just coming out of there. It's coming this way. Whoa, gotta check that out. She's my modern day Mary, if you will. She's going away. I'm gonna lose the Mary.
She's updated her clothing wardrobe. She's not in white anymore, she's wearing black. And it's kind of summery. Please show yourself. I'm in here. I'm trying to make contact with you. Any spirit form, any spirit entity that may reside here, hang out here. Police officer, female Mary. Some police officer saying, "What the hell you doing here, son?" Well, I don't mind as long as it's the ghost police officer. Just don't want to get hit by a car. Another urban legend is that a police officer was shot and killed on Sweet Hollow Road many years back. They say that if you are driving on Sweet Hollow Road, you may get lucky enough to be pulled over by the ghost of the dead cop. He comes over to your car, questions you, and then lets you go. As the cop turns away and walks back to his car, you can see that the back of his skull is missing from the shotgun blast. There is one story that may contain some truth. The simple story is a child was once hit by a car near the overpass, and you can see him sitting in the road. This may have some tie to the story where it is said a Suffolk County homicide detective told the press the mutilated body of a child was discovered on Sweet Hollow Road in 1976. So here I am in the Melville Cemetery in the middle of the night. I had to sneak in here, of course. I'm hearing sounds behind me here. I can't see anything, it's dark. Mary, this is your grave. Are you around here? Got my hand on your tombstone. You could show yourself. Somehow you can communicate with me in any way possible. Distance behind where the camera is, out that way, I hear like shuffling and maybe footsteps. I'll stand away so I'm not in your way. And again, I just heard what I think is whispers and some whispering and movement. Definitely a little creepy out here. Something is walking this way. I may have to turn the camera just because I'm getting goosebumps on my arms. I just feel like something is coming up from the front end of the cemetery towards me. You know, when you sense something, you know what it's like when something's coming up on you. You know what that feeling. Your body's a tool too. It has its senses, and you don't ignore them. Just as good as using these EMF meters and whatnot, your body is a tool in itself. Very accurate. If you pay attention. Not even behind me, so it's coming all around me. There's something on that end. I don't know which way to look. It's like everywhere but Mary's grave. Oh, Mary, are you doing all this? Are you helping out with the other spirits around here? I did say to show yourself and make sounds and stuff, so maybe you're coming through. Well, Mary, I might focus in on some other spots. Sweetheart. So I can focus in on areas I'm hearing sounds. And out this way, I'm hearing sound too. Just wanted you to kind of see the general area. There's even more of it to the left of the screen here, the camera, that I'm hearing sound that way as well. Bushes. This is an old section here of graves. A few families are dominating these areas. They say they see spirit walking around here.
Maybe even in the daytime. It doesn't matter day or night per se, but the night got the creep factor. Get spirit that draw on energy around them and the surroundings and produce light. And so they illuminate in the dark. And you have a good chance of capturing that with electronic cameras, especially in an infrared night shot mode like this. See that? There's stuff going on out there. Walk out that way for a sec with my flashlight. Let's see. Out here. A little bit creepy indeed. It is really misty out there too. You know, it's summer, so a lot of humidity right now. So you can see the mist. So very effort here to reach out to you. There's all these stories, and some of them they're pinning to you in this grave, and I think you're kind of isolated by yourself here. I can kind of read that it says 17 years old, and you died. You died young. All right, of course I'm hearing sounds behind me again. I was just pointing there before by the Bayless plot. Something approaching me I could hear, and again I hear it by the Bayless side, and this whole area right here is old. Jeez, it's still making noise back there by the Bayless plots. And out that way, it's kind of where I felt something was approaching me before. Something was definitely coming up on me. And even this way. Somebody out here in spirit form, they're trying to walk up on me. Mary? Somebody else? Creepy out here. I'm tangled here. Just heard something out in the distance again. As you can see through the viewfinder, I can't see anything. It's like dark. And this is the area where there are a lot of sounds being made. Banged right into a freaking gravestone. There's some light on me. Whoa! Alright, so let me get out of here. In the Melville Cemetery, as you can see, in the middle of the night. What the fuck? Something's out here on the opposite side of the street. Sweet Hollow Road. It's total darkness out here, out this way, and there's nothing but woods out here. That was loud. So I'm a little freaked out because I'm gonna have to walk back this long trail in the dark here. You say, what long trail? Sweet Hollow Road in the dark, back towards the overpass. Scary as heck. That's all get up, my friends. See, in the middle of the night. Middle of the night. Middle of the night. But it is so dark and out this way, on the other side of the streets where I heard the loud brush bangs. There's a sign from when school was here, Sweet Hollow School. So that school is no longer here in these woods, and could be a haunted area just from the school days. All right, so I'm doing this because I want to go to the cemetery, and I want to see if Mary will come out and play. I can't see shit. I really can't. They put a light on again, so I can see a little bit. Oh, there's the fireworks going on. Labor Day tomorrow. On the road, and here's that sign from the Sleepy Hollow School, which you can't find anything on this thing. No information. There is no structure of any sort out here in the woods. And I've looked a few times. It ain't there. Very strange. And I can't really find any information on it. Which fuck. I just saw someone who's right here with me, like a shadow. Now I got cars coming up, but I saw like a shadow. Freaked me out. I'm stepping over graves right now. I'm out of breath. I'm coming for you, Mary. I'm coming. I'm hoping you're going to show yourself to me tonight. Tonight's the night, baby. You and me. What the hell is that? Oh, I just fell and kind of dipped down here. Getting close. Mary's this way. Here she is. All right. Here's her grave. I found it. Okay, so we're going to start off by putting the flashlight on her grave. Mary, got a flashlight on your grave right now, the gravestone, and I would like to see you, Mary, so can you come on out and play, Mary? Can you talk with me? It's James. I've visited you so many times. You should know who I am by now if you've been around, hanging out here for some reason by your grave, as they say you do. Got a flashlight right on your gravestone, right where your grave is. I'm calling you, Mary. Come on out. It's the only way to find out if these stories, these legends, have any bit of truth to them. It's hard to believe they would, but tested out the theory right here. All right, I'm going to call her name 3 times. That's the other thing they say. Mary. 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 looking for you. I just called you. I'm looking in the distance around here because she could also be somewhere else, like close by, standing in the distance, watching me, lurking, looking at me. Where are you, Mary? Come on. Flashlight on your grave. On your gravestone. I'm touching your gravestone. Got my hand. I'm resting on it. Mary, Mary, Mary. Quite contrary. Come on out and play. Mary, come out and play. Are you here, Mary? Can you touch me? From behind. You can smack my butt if you want. Alright. Movement behind me. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. Over here. Over here. I definitely heard movement, and I'm sure my recorder caught that. Maybe my camera might caught it too. Freaking out a little bit now because it doesn't seem like somebody's back here. Somebody back here? Is that you, Mary? Alright, how's it coming from the other way now? You can't see it because it's the opposite side of the camera in the distance. And a little bit freaking me out. A lot of the Bayless family's this way, so let me move the camera a little bit. Actually, my camera was almost on top of Oliver Bayless's grave right there. Very old gravestones. Come on, somebody show themselves while I'm pointing this device, that something called film. You may not know what that is, but it's a thing that can record. Oh shit, some light stuff is moving in the distance, and it's freaking me out. Almost felt like somebody was coming up here, but I don't think so. I'm hearing sounds, but that's why I'm here. I want to get that kind of activity. Why else I'm going to be here doing this creepy stuff? I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. To come here and try to get some activity, and when I get it, start screaming and running for my life. That's not what I do. That's for like shows like Most Haunted and stuff. So let me start wrapping up. Okay, I'll turn this flashlight off. Whoa, what just happened to my camera? The camera just fucking moved. The camera okay? It's right by Mary's grave and the freaking thing moving. I did not kick it. Well, it would have been on film because this camera just moved the whole thing, and it's very close to Mary's grave right there. It was like right in front of it, and the whole thing I know jiggled because I just heard it. I couldn't really see it. I'll have to go back and watch the film. That's strange. That's happened to my camera a few times where something is playing around with my tripod or my camera. Kind of freaked me out. Turn this flashlight off. Whoa, what just happened to my camera? Turn this flashlight off. Whoa, what just happened to my camera? What the fuck was that? An animal? What the hell am I seeing here? It looks like a ball of some sort. It's not the moon. What the hell is that? Still recording my Olympus just in case something happens here to me. Audio-wise. Very creepy. And there's one light up here. It just turned on and started flickering. Like you would see in a horror movie. What is that? That's freaky. Look at that. Can you see it? It's flickering like a horror movie. That's crazy stuff. And it just turned on and started doing that. Except without that zzz, zzz sound you would expect like in the movies. No sound effects here. It's all real. It's the real stuff, man. Turn this light off. Fuck. That guy's just moving real fucking slow. Stay back here. I don't want to get caught. Be in the bushes here. He's moving up real fucking slow. Go back here. I think he's gonna check. He's coming up this way. Oh fuck. He's coming up the cemetery here. I don't want to get caught. It's a copper. I see him. Go for it. Hopefully he doesn't turn back around and get me. Right around from the cemetery. Start moving. Here I am. In the park, in the dark. You can't see anything. But I'm going back onto Sweet Hollow Road, and right over here, there is really... I hear screams, by the way. I've been hearing screams out here. So dark out here. You can't see nothing. Darklands. No shit. Read that? Darklands. That's what I'm in right now. So if there's any spirits roaming around here, like Mary, the lady in white, any particular spirits that would seem to hang out in this spooky area. It's very spooky out here, as you can see. Why anybody go out here by themselves? Well, I don't think they would. Scary stuff. No bikes allowed, only horses. You go in here, it's very narrow. There's probably a lot of horse crap, so in the dark, I'm not going to go in there. You can read that. Oh, I hear screaming behind me. Oh, shit. And they're screaming. And they're screaming. Supposedly, boys committed suicide, hung themselves off that bridge. I don't know if that's true or not. This is it. Can't see too much from here because of the distance. Perhaps if I turn my flashlight, I'll put another infrared on. So I'm in under the bridge. There's proof.
I'm under the bridge right now, and it's pitch black out there. There's no lights other than my camera and whatnot.
Overpass underneath. I don't know if you can see any of it. You can clearly see I'm walking in it. So is anybody here? Heard his boys that committed suicide? For some reason you took your life. Hung yourselves. I don't know if it's even true, but if it is, you guys hanging off here? You hanging out? Can you show yourselves, please? Don't be afraid. Crazy, right? If you like to reside here, hang out here, for whatever reason, and like to communicate in any way, that's what I'm here for. Please, do your utmost to speak with me. Show yourself.
Another legend deals with a suicide pact where 3 teenage boys hung themselves off the overpass. They say that when you're driving down Sweet Hollow Road and come up on the overpass, if you honk your horn 3 times or flash your lights 3 times, you will see their silhouettes hanging from the bridge. Yes, it's pretty creepy out here.
If there's any spirit around here that could speak up, show themselves where they were hung.
Hatchet Mary.
If you'd be right here or in parts of the Mount Misery section. I'm out here alone. Come on. So, was it on this side or the other side of the bridge that supposedly these 2 guys hung themselves? These 2 boys, these 2 young men.
I'm in the middle of the bridge area right now, under the bridge, in the street, in the dark. I'm looking both ways in case a car comes. If their lights weren't on, I couldn't see them. They'd run me over. Slightly crazy.
Up here in the woods, it is creepy. There's no doubt about that. Sound right now, and I had the camera on. I think it's water. Someone spraying some water or something turning on. This is a real spooky part for me, not the bridge. Walking this dark road where there's no lights and really very little space on the sides to stand on while cars come by, which fortunately is not very often. Found my way back. West Hills Park. Time to leave.
There is a gruesome legend of a man dressed in rags wandering through the woods at night. In his hands, he carries a basket of human heads. Apparently, there was a series of bizarre murders in the area, and the killer was never caught. Many people believe that this is the ghost of the murderer. Others who have seen him claim he wears a checkered shirt and carries a bloody axe in his hand. Some call him the Hatchet Man.
Okay, I'm back out here. Sweet Hollow Road in the dark. Parked over down this way. And that guy got scared. That guy got scared. He just hauled ass. And understandably so. Okay, I'm going under the overpass here. The spooky overpass. You can't even tell, but I'm going underneath. This is it right here. I didn't bring a bunch of extra lighting with me. Any spirits under here in the overpass area? Under the bridge here, Sweet Hollow Road with me. I'm underneath here now. Our 3 kids that hung themselves. Now Mary. Who's out here besides me? I'm calling you out right now. Come show yourself to me. You want to dangle off this overpass? You 3 boys or children from a bus that wrecked that one time, came down off this overpass, crashed down onto this road. There's a cop there. Shit. Keep going. Still recording? Can't tell. He's pulling over.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Hey, no, I just wanted to see if you were right.
Yeah, I'm just filling for ghost stuff.
Yeah, no problem at all. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I'm almost done. Go back to my car now.
No, that's no problem. I just saw, I didn't see the camera in your hand, and I just saw someone walking down.
Night vision.
Yeah, no problem at all. Enjoy yourself. Have a good night, okay?
Yeah, you too, man. Thank you. Wow, so that guy was, that was actually a police officer. It's like saying enjoy yourself. That's kind of cool. Always watch out for dead ends. That was close, but I did it. Survived. Here's the overpass. Going underneath. Now, if they see you honk your horn like that, it brings out the ghosts. You stop. Well, there's a car coming, but so I don't see any spirits. But then again, I'm not completely sure. That was that same guy. That was the copper. Right there. He just came up. He's checking up on me again. Alright, so Sweet Hollow Road. A spooky road. Just past the sign for the school. That never seemed to have existed. Alright, very good. I'm gonna blow this popsicle stand of spooksdom right now. It's time to go.
well, that's it for tonight.
Whew.